Thank you for watching the Ruck Shop YouTube channel. Today we're going to be going over our TVR intake. With this intake, you will get one small breather filter for the side of the carburetor. This is optional. You can choose not to select this if you already have one of our other intakes and don't need a new filter. Otherwise, it will come with the kit. You're going to get our hose with the Billet 6061 velocity stack insert. You're going to get a hose clamp. You're going to get the M6x20 with the washer. You'll get the mounting bracket for the motor, as well as the main idle jet and shim, which you will need for this setup. With this intake, you'll see it has a nice finish to it. This is the Billet velocity stack insert that we make in-house. When you get the intake, this stack, the lip of the stack from the end of the hose here, is going to be exactly 1.5 inches away. This seems to be the best air fuel mixture setting that we have it set at. Now you can adjust it once you put it on the bike and get the jets inserted as well. With this kit, the nice part about this is you can actually adjust this on the fly. So the more you pull the stack out, the leaner it's going to get. The more you push the stack into the hose, the richer it's going to get. So you can really fine-tune your bike by doing so. That's one of the biggest things and the biggest advantages of having this intake. You're able to just pull it out, lean it out, push it back in to richen it, because we know that not everyone lives in the same area, and with that you can dial it in. The jets included are a 38 idle jet, a 78 main jet, and the shim. Now mostly for our type 1 and type 2 intakes, you don't need the shim, but for this one specifically, the TVR intake, you will need the shim. This intake also comes with our stage 2 performance kit that we sell on the website if you do want to get everything covered all at once. So that's the intake, the Yoshimura exhaust, the Pliny variator, the CDI, and decompression tube. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to show you what it looks like when it's installed on the bike and where we currently have it set up at. Now if you have questions on installing the jets into the carburetor, we have a video for that. If you just look into our videos, it's how to jet a 49cc carb. So you're just going to take out the jets and put them in just as the video states. Okay, so now you can see we have this intake installed on one of our shop 49cc bikes here. You just put the 90 right onto the mouth of the carburetor with the hose clamp. So you have it on, and then you're going to put the bracket on right here, and that's going to go right to the CVT bolt that we gave you, and you just screw that right in. Now you will notice that your bracket, if it was sitting straight, this one's painted black by the way, I apologize for that if it makes it difficult to see. But if your bracket wasn't sitting straight, these are made of thin steel, so you're actually able to bend it, and you can give it a little bit of a bend to it, and you'll get a little bend right here where I'm pointing. It's on the back side here, and this will allow it for a little bit better fitment on the hose itself. And this is what's going to keep the hose from flapping around or getting close to your back tire here. Once you have that in place, your jets will already be on, of course, and your small filter right here will be on the side of the carburetor. And like I said, you'll have it on and you'll be able to tune it, because now it's coming out this side here. You'll be able to pull it out if you need to lean it out, or push it back in if you need to richen it. What I would suggest is just leave it where it is for right now, the setting that we have it set at when we ship it. Ride it around for a few miles, see how it feels. If you do notice that it feels like it is running a little bit rich or a little lean, you can play around with it. Usually what we like to do is we like to mark where we had it set at, and this way you can know if you pull it out, you can always go back to where it was if it was better at one point. So you just take like a little black marker and run it along the side here. This way you can see, alright, well, when I had it this setting it felt good, but something was happening up top, so you can push it back in, richen it back out. What I've done with this one specifically is I went out and got a second hose clamp. So once I have it set where I like it, I just took a second hose clamp and I tightened it right up onto the adapter, so there's no way this was going to move at all. So I'll go ahead and tighten that up. Now you don't need to do this. It was just a personal option that we did for the bike here. We've been selling this kit for a few years now without a second clamp here, so it's not necessarily needed. It's just something I've done personally for it. Now a lot of concerns that people have is, well, with it being a velocity stack, is it going to suck debris up into the carburetor and cause issues. In order for that to happen, this would need to pull a lot more vacuum, which the 49cc carburetor really doesn't pull that much vacuum. You won't feel it suck in your hand in. Also, if there was debris, it would have to be coming in at this angle, coming in sideways and matching the speed that you're going in order to go directly into the carburetor. We've been running this intake for about 3 to 4 years now and haven't had any issues with it, and it's been on a lot of daily riders. We have had people gain sufficient mile per hour with this intake setup with the jetting. So now you can see it installed on the scooter. It's a very simple setup. You just one bolt right here for the bracket. You just bolt the other end to the carburetor, and then you can just fine tune it by pushing in or pulling out. I hope you enjoyed the video. I know it was a quick one, but I just wanted to go over one of our better selling intakes and allow you to see how it works and what we need to do to fine tune your Ruckus. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe.